tip for your business. Today I want to speak about something that's really important in terms of getting new customers, and that is how to get referrals. It's probably one of the most common things I get asked as a business coach is, how do I get more referrals for my business? And quite often when I ask people what their number one lead source is, they'll say, oh, it's word of mouth or referrals or something. So what we're going to do today is go through the principles on how to get referrals, and not just any referrals, great referrals, because as I said, it has a low acquisition cost, and there are actually businesses that exist that don't do any advertising that get by completely on just referral business. So it's really important. So what we're going to do to start off with is take what was something we call the ladder of loyalty, and if you haven't watched it already, go back and have a look at my videos and flip it on its side. Now this is a little bit different, I guess, but the ladder of loyalty works something like this. We have people who are suspects or prospects in your marketplace, then they go up the ladder to become a shopper where they actually buy from you, then they become a customer if they buy from you twice. Beyond that, they become a member where they're starting to buy from you regularly. Up here, they become an advocate where they're starting to actually do some talking about you and your business to some of their friends. And then we've got at the top of the ladder here a raving fan, someone who can't stop talking about your business. Now, here's the thing. Referrals by nature are something that we all like to give. It's something inherent in our DNA and who we are. It feels good for us to be able to help somebody out. So if you know a particular good car dealer and someone's looking to buy a new car, what do? You say, oh, you need to go and see Joe down at Used Cars with Joe. He's the best, he looked after me, and blah, blah, blah. So it's inherent within us. So if you're not getting referrals, then you kind of really need to look at how your customers are experiencing your business, because by nature, they really do want to help other people and give you referrals. Now what happens is, when people come through our business, they're going to talk about us for two reasons. Number one, we're either really, really good, or number two, we suck. Now, if we're somewhere in between those two extremes, you're not going to get a referral. And this is what I call the barbecue factor. If your customers aren't talking about you at a barbecue on the weekend, saying it in a good way, then you're not going to get referrals. So you need to be wowing them with your experience. Now, if you've watched my 80-20 video, you know how passionate I am about 80-20 and how it's sort of everything. Guess what? It applies to getting referrals. And here's what happens, okay? So this line I'm about to draw represents the likelihood of you getting referrals as to how people interact with you. So we start off as a shopper. Chances are you're not going to get a referral. Going through to member, to advocate. We want to get raving fans, as many of our people through the ladder to raving fans as possible. Now, is it possible that we'll get everybody to be a raving fan? No, not likely. Come back to 80-20. 20% of your customers will give you 80% of your sales. So you've got to know who they are. So be realistic with your referral expectation. You're not going to get referrals from everybody because, as Bill Cosby says, I don't know the secret to success, but I know the secret to failure is trying to please everybody. So what this curve represents is, up on this side here, is we've got the likelihood that they're going to refer you. The further they go up this ladder, the chances are higher that they're going to actually refer you. So how do you know whereabouts on the ladder they're sitting? There's a really simple question, and there's a great book called The Ultimate Question by Fred Reichhold. And over many years of research, what he's discovered is that by asking one simple question of your customers, you can actually ascertain how likely they are to refer you. And the question is this: how likely would you be to refer us to a friend or family member? Here's what the breakdown is. If you score less than 7, the chances of getting a referral are pretty much not going to happen. If you go 8 or 9, sort of in this region here, and we've got 1 down here up to 10, yeah, your chances are better. But if you get a 9 or a 10 right up this end, then the chances of you getting a referral are really, really high. So ask your customers, survey them, ask them how likely on a scale of 1 to 10 would you be to refer us to friends or family. And you will know whereabouts they're sitting on that ladder. And the key thing with the referral processes and the barbecue factor in that is this also represents the amount of trust they have in you and your business. If they don't trust you, they're not going to travel up this curve and you're not going to get referrals from them. And sometimes the experience and the trust that goes with that, it's not necessarily about the product or service. That's ground zero. And if you watch my retention video, you'll understand more about why people coming back to your business is important. This also applies to referrals. But you've got to give them an experience that they want to talk about at barbecues on the weekend. So there you have it. How to get more referrals. And then just one more quick final point. To build trust, it's really simple. Keep your promises. If you say you're going to do something, then do it. That is absolutely a critical thing in business. Obvious, but sometimes people don't seem to get it. So there you have it. How to get more referrals on your business, what you need to do. Hopefully that's been of value to you. And I'm Brad Flynn.